A very good morning, class. I welcome you all in your science class today. As you all know that we are doing the chapter number 13, that is electric current and its effect. Let us quickly recall what we have studied till now. We studied about electricity. Electricity was the actual movement of charges through a body, and the flow of the electric charge is called as current, and its SI unit was ampere. Then we studied about electric circuit. Electric circuit is the path along which the electric current can flow. It is called an electric circuit. Then our next topic was electrical components and their symbols. In order to represent a circuit diagram, we use the symbols of the electrical components so that our work becomes easier to draw them and so that we can represent them in the form of the diagram, which is called as a circuit diagram. So each electric component has a symbol. Then our next topic was resistance, conductors and insulators. Firstly, we discussed about resistance. Resistance was the hindrance in the path of the moving electron is termed as resistance. And conductors were the materials which allow electricity to flow through them are called as good conductors. Then insulators. Insulators were the material which show high resistance or conduct almost no electric current through them, which does not allow electricity to flow through them are called as insulators. Today we will discuss a new topic, that is heating effect of electric current. In order to understand this topic, we will do an activity. For this, to show that the copper wire gets heated when current is passed through it. For this, we need an insulated copper wire. Remove the insulation at the ends of the wire with the help of a knife or a pair of scissors so that the wire which is in between is visible. Now connect the ends of the cell with the two ends of the copper wire, one end with one end of the cell and other end of the wire with the other end of the cell. Disconnect the two wires from the cell after a few minutes and test their ends. We will observe that the two ends of the wire has become hot, which shows that the copper wire gets heated when the current passes through them for a few minutes. This shows that the heating effect of electric current. मैंने हम लोगों ने जब उससे वायर रिमूव करा तो वायर वो क्या हो गया हॉट, जिससे हमें पता चलता है that electricity shows the heating effect. One more activity is there to show the heating effect of a current on a bulb. For this, insert a bulb between the cell and the conducting copper wire, as shown in the figure. Then, what do you observe? After a few minutes, we will observe that the temperature and the ends of the copper wire remains unchanged, but the glass of the bulb gets heated. The heating effect of the bulb in this activity shows the heating effect of the current on the bulb. When a bulb was introduced into the circuit, because the filament of the bulb has a higher resistance than the ordinary wire, which increases the total resistance of the circuit, जिसकी वजह से पूरे circuit का resistance बढ़ जाता है. The higher the resistance, greater is the heat produced. So the conclusion here from this activity, we can draw that जितना ज़्यादा high resistance होगा उतनी ज़्यादा heat produced होगी. So we can also say that the amount of heat produced in a wire depends on the following factors. First, material of the wire, thickness of the wire, length of the wire, and the strength of the electric current. How much the strength the electric current is flowing in the circuit. Long and thick wires have higher resistance than small and the thin wires. Thus, different materials with different lengths and thickness and varying current intensity are used in different appliances depending upon their requirements. In case of heaters, that is electric iron, we know nichrome is used as an element because it offers large resistance and get heated when a current flows through it. The filament of the electric bulb is made up of very thin and coiled tungsten wire, which offers a large resistance when electric current passes through it. It first gets heated over 1500 degrees Celsius and then start glowing and emitting a yellow-white light. The bulb is filled with nitrogen or argon instead of air to reduce the evaporation of the tungsten, which would otherwise condense when the bulb and blacken it. An electric bulb is used for light, but it also gives heating effect, which actually is a waste of electrical energy. This wastage may be reduced by using a fluorescent light in place of bulb. Nowadays in our houses, in place of the yellow bulbs, we see a CFL only. That is the compact fluorescent lamp. Available in the market, reduces the wastage by reducing the heat produced due to the lightning and can also be fixed on the ordinary bulb holders. Next topic is short circuit, overload and fuse. We know that the cable used in a house circuit has three wires. The red wire is a live wire, the black wire is a neutral wire, the green wire is the earth wire. Earthing gives protection from the shock when the appliances is touched. Sometimes due to faulty wires, the insulation breaks and the live wire comes in contact with the body of the appliance. If the appliance is earth, the charge flows to the earth and protects us also.